السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Managerial Accounting Incremental Analysis Chapter 7 Incremental Analysis تحليل تفاضلي أو تحليل الفروق بين البدائل Incremental Analysis. Learning objectives for incremental analysis. Number 1, describe management's decision-making process and incremental analysis. How management use incremental analysis to make decision. Number 2, analyze the relevant costs in accepting or an order at a special price. As you see, we have relevant costs to deal with the process of decision making. Relevant cost. Analyze the relevant cost in make or buy decision. How to apply the concept of relevant cost here in accepting an order at a special price. This is the first case. The second case, to apply the relevant cost in a make or buy decision. To take a decision, make or buy decision, how to analyze relevant cost. Also analyze the relevant cost and revenue in determining whether to sell or process material further. Also analyze the relevant cost to be considered in repairing, retaining, or replacing equipment. Finally, analyze the relevant cost in deciding whether to eliminate an unprofitable segment or product. So, we will use an incremental analysis to take a decision in many situations. As you see, we will cover these things in this chapter. Decision making. Making decision is an important management function. Making decisions is an important management functions. Making decision is an important management function. Doesn't always follow a set pattern. Decisions vary in scope, urgency, and importance. Decisions vary in many things: scope, another thing, urgency, and importance. Making decisions is an important management function. Doesn't always follow a set pattern. Decisions vary in scope, urgency, and importance. Here, steps usually involved in a process include how to make decision. We follow in general these steps. Making decisions following these steps. Steps usually involved in a process include identify the problem and assign responsibility. Here's the beginning to take for making decision. Identify the problem. Second, determine and evaluate possible course of action. The alternative for solving the problem. Third, make a decision. For finally, review result of the decision. Feedback to evaluate the decision we take originally. Steps usually involved in process include identify the problem and assign a responsibility. Second, determine and evaluate possible course of action. Make a decision. Review results of the decision. In making a decision, consider financial and non-financial information. Now, when we make a decision, we must consider two groups of data for information: financial and non-financial information. First, here's the financial information. The financial information, revenues and costs, and effect on overall profitability. Second, the non-financial information, effect on employee turnover, the environment, overall company image. Again, in making a business decision, we must consider not only financial information but also non-financial information. So we will need to consider financial information as revenues, the effect on revenues and costs, and the effect on overall profitability. From the financial viewpoint, how to the revenues and costs and overall profitability under the alternative to solve the problem. Also, non-financial information, effect on employee turnover, معدل دوران الموظفين, the environment, البيئة, overall company image. In the incremental analysis approach, decision involve a choice among alternative action. يعني هي جوهر هذا الشابتر. The title for this chapter is incremental analysis, which means decision involves a choice among alternative action. In incremental analysis, to choose among alternative actions. A process used to identify the financial data that change under alternative courses of action. In incremental analysis, I want to determine the change. This word is very important in this chapter. Again, in incremental analysis, I analyze the change under alternative course of action. Here's alternative A Here, alternative B, what is the change? I care with the change. This very important word in incremental analysis. The change between alternative. What is the change between the alternative? In general, decision involves a choice among alternative actions. Here we have alternative action. So we need, by using incremental analysis, to determine the change under these alternatives. Maybe both cost and revenue may vary. In some situation, you will find both cost and revenues, where maybe in another situation only cost will vary. In other situation maybe revenue only. In incremental analysis approach, decision involve, here's the point, decision involve a choice among alternative action. If it is one way, we can't apply in incremental analysis. Is there only one alternative? We can't apply in incremental analysis. To apply in incremental analysis, we need to be there a lot of alternative. We need to choose among alternative. So the first point to apply in incremental analysis, to choose among alternative actions. And this choice, a process used to identify the financial data that change under alternative courses of action. As I said earlier, this word is very important. The critical word in this chapter, the change under alternative. What is the things change under alternative? In some cases, in some situation, we find both cost and revenue may vary. May vary, which means change. Both costs and revenues change. In other situation, only one thing is change, which is revenue. Only revenue change and costs remain the same. This situation means cost remains the same, but revenue vary. In other situation, we find only cost is vary and revenue is the same. We will see practical cases for each of these situations. Now, how an incremental analysis works. first of all, we said to apply incremental analysis, there must be more than one alternative. To apply incremental analysis, must more than one alternative. As you see, in this case, we have two alternatives, alternative A, alternative B. In general, alternative A represents the current situation. In all cases, we begin with the current situation and assume it is alternative A. Then we determine another alternative or see the other alternative and apply an incremental analysis for the change. Here's the change or the difference between the two alternatives. The last column for change. As you see, we first determine the alternatives suitable for the situation. We begin with the probable alternative. Second, we determine the change between alternative, As you see, the case has a change for both cost and revenue. This case, both revenue and cost are vary under the two alternatives. Both costs and revenues vary. Both revenue and cost vary, as you see. This data is given. As you see, under alternative A, the revenues 125,000 and the cost 100,000, and we have net income 25,000. This is alternative A. We assume it's the current situation. Alternative B, we have a new information, new data, financial information. The revenues will be 110,000 and the cost 80,000 and the net income 30,000. Now here's applying an incremental analysis. Now we determine the change in this column. Net income increase or decrease. As you see, when revenue decrease, this is negative effect in net income. As you see in incremental revenue, incremental revenue 15. The difference between the two alternatives in revenue is 15,000 less under alternative B. And this is negative effect on net income. When the revenue decrease by 15,000, this is negative effect, has negative effect on net income. In cost, when the cost is decreased by 20, thousand. This is positive effect on net income. An incremental cost saving between the two alternatives, 20,000, is realized is positive. So the net effect is positive 5,000. Alternative B produces 5,000 more net income. The net effect increase net income or by 5,000. So we choose alternative B. As you see, the final effect is increase net income by 5,000. So in incremental analysis, care with the change between alternative. Here's the change. Revenues decrease, negative effect, cost saving, positive effect. The net effect is positive 5,000. So we choose alternative B. And how an incremental analysis work. Important concepts used in incremental analysis: relevant cost, to take a decision, or opportunity cost, and sunk cost. Will take these concepts in analyzing and applying an incremental analysis. How an incremental analysis works sometimes involves a change that seems contrary to intuition. An incremental cost sometimes don't change under alternative. Fixed cost sometimes is changed between alternative. Sometimes when we deal with an incremental analysis, we face these things. This chapter is very important. You can apply it in every situation. Types of an incremental analysis. Types of an incremental analysis. Common types of decision involving an incremental analysis. This chapter is very practical, and we will take these situations in detail through this chapter. First of all, accept an order at a special price. Second, make or buy components, parts, or finished products. Alternative A, make the product. Alternative internally. Alternative B, buy the product from the outside, from suppliers, and to analyze to see what's the effect on net income. Sell or process further. Cases: sell or process further. Also, repair equipment. Here, alternative A, repair. Repair equipment. Or alternative B, retain equipment. Or alternative, another alternative, replace the equipment. As you see in this case, maybe repair equipment, maybe return equipment, maybe replace equipment, as we will see. Finally, eliminate an profitable business segment or product. And we will see these 5 topics in detail in the next recording. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.